Podcast City.
Get on it.
Podcast City.
Get on it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Make no mistake about it. We are on it. And ladies and gentlemen, I give to you from Durfee Rocks to Corona Chaos to Foxy Lady Sunday football specials. My man James remembers them for sure. To Corona Chaos, to Black and White and What's Right. We start another one of our episodes, and we hope we can do 20 episodes like we've done for most of them so far. I am the Hurricane, joined along with a good friend of mine, Mika Marie. That's how she goes on Facebook, so we'll keep it that way. My man Milton on the Wheels of Steel, Lamont Ferguson, and my man James Capra, who was with me from day one. And this is going to be a little different. We haven't done a intellectual type show about anything with non-serious subject matter. And I'm looking forward to it. Okay? I'm looking forward to not going into Corona because the numbers I see I hate. I'm tired of arguing with friends about real life political issues and what's going on with the social justice movement and all of that. So this is about having fun.
Right, it's a little light. This is what we need right now.
Light. You're absolutely right. But we're two grown folks. We're two grown adults. Exactly. We still look good. You look good, by the way. I think I look pretty good. I'm slimming down, walking, less on the beer. You know how that goes. Okay? And but this has been a long journey for me and you because I've been after you to go on the radio
for a long
time, okay? I think I was talking about you to Lamont in the middle of the Hurricane radio days because I read your blog.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And anybody that can write, okay? A lot of people can talk. Not so many can talk when the lights are in their face and the microphone says go, okay? That's the difference. But even fewer can write. And I was just, I was like, damn, this chick is deep. This chick is well read. She's got a hell of a lot of life experience. This is something where, even though it was, I would say for girls, mostly. You would say that, right?
It was for girls and it was for women and men.
Sure.
Because I wanted men to know.
Sure. And that's what
felt.
That's what got me thinking. Okay? But I was like, damn, if a man can read this and really bring a few things out of it, even though it's kind of for girls, but you had that little hook in there for men. So I thought it was fantastic. I finally got you here. We had our lunch meeting where we were disrespected and treated like dogs.
Oh my God, I can't believe that. We were sat in the corner.
I mean, what is going on at the Black Whale? What happened to that place, folks? I mean, they treated me like I was from fucking Mars. I mean, me, my man, James, you, I mean, it was bad.
And we weren't disrespectful. We weren't anything.
We were out of polite. We tipped well. We did everything. But we did get some stuff done.
We did.
We did get some stuff done. We met each other, had a business meeting. That's always important for me. But now we're going to get into it. This is Life with Mika and Mike.
Right.
And I'd like to welcome. What do you think about the surroundings? You like it? You feel comfortable?
Yeah.
It's a chill joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Hurricane. It's not Hurricane Radio 1 because there'll never be another one of them. And that's a movie. But it is. It's a little more square, a little more conservative. But as we get old, that's what happens to us, right?
Yeah.
How come?
You just get
grew up.
You grow up. You get quiet.
Really? I mean, do you like it? Like 5, 6, 7 years ago, I was like, man, I like this age. I like this way. I like how I'm doing. I like blah blah blah. I liked the experience that I had accrued. I like the intelligence. I like the clarity in my mind. But now my body starts feeling on me a little bit, and I'm like, oh shit.
I think once you hit 30, for me, it was once I hit 30, okay, let's slow it down.
Really?
It was like,
we're going to talk about that young party life a little bit.
Of course. Like, you gotta slow, you know, when you hit 30, you slow down. And for me, I already had older kids.
Sure.
So
you're a mother.
I was a mother. I've been a mother since I was 16.
Really?
So
Good for you.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't advise that.
No, but you know,
from 16 to where you are in front of me today, a professional, working mom, a wife, still got it together.
It's a lot. It's
a
lot. It's a lot, and it took me a long time to get to where I'm at right now.
Sure.
This wasn't easy for me to. I was a potty girl.
Yeah.
I was definitely a potty girl, man.
We're gonna talk about that in a little bit, but what type of support did you have? You had a good mom, right?
My mom was everything. My mom. I have a big family. I come from a great family that
I know your
always
family.
support me. That's right. You know my family.
Yeah.
Shout out to my cousins. Woo, woo.
There you go.
But you know, my mom never belittled me. She never anything I chose. My mom always supported me.
Good.
But I think it was me. There was a point where I just didn't want to be that girl anymore.
Sure. And let me ask you a question. Did it happen waking up on some stranger's couch with no money in your pocket, looking for a shoe, somebody went through your pocketbook? I mean, when did you wake up and realize, say, yo, this is not for me? Because when I look back at where the drugs, the party drugs, I was never into the opiates. I was never smoked cocaine. I never got into the LSD. I never got, but the party drugs, the drinking, the smoking, the snorting lines. I only did ecstasy a handful of times. Where it takes you to some crazy places, right? And whether it's alcohol or the weed or the nightlife, any type of combination, it takes you to some wild places. We talked about some of the parties that you used to have when your mother used to go to church.
Yeah. I think that for me, what was the point was even after my second son, I was still a little wild.
Yeah,
I was still a little wild. I think I had gotten sick.
Okay.
So even after that, I was a little...
Because that lifestyle will run you down.
Right.
Quick. Especially you living that life with 2 kids.
2 kids, yeah.
I mean, that's like, you're going to have big energy for that.
I got into a relationship which was messy. It was gross. And I think that right there was like, the ending of that was just, boom, wake up, girl. You need to become a woman.
Yeah.
Don't play games like a little girl. It was that. And I was single before I met my husband for about a year.
Sure.
I had to find myself.
Sure.
And that's within that year of before being with him, I found myself.
My day was shortly after my mother passed away. Okay? Not shortly after. I remember being very depressed around the Christmas, and I partied all night Christmas Eve, and I slept right through Christmas and half the next day. And I woke up at a friend's house, and I was hungover, hungry, not putting on fresh clothes. And I was like, oh, yo, listen to me. We got to start going in the other direction. You know what I mean? And believe me, it's been a rough, rocky ride, as it's been well documented. But I would say that was the bottom. That was the bottom for me. But wasn't it fun?
It sure the hell was.
I mean,
I don't regret anything I've ever done. Anything I've ever done.
Listen, my brother raises his kid. His kids are sober.
Yep.
They're around sober people 99% of the time. They love being home. They love being in their house. They love spending time with one another. Okay? It is a very special family dynamic. But there are times when you look at kids being on a computer, you look at kids playing video games, you look at kids not leaving the basement, and you're like, hey, what's going on here? When me and my brother were your age, we were out in every club in Providence, in Boston. Like, I mean, is there a healthy balance there? Because that was a lot of fun. Listen to me. Going to a club, Milton, right? Yeah. And watching this girl that you do, like, girls dancing to music used to turn me on, right? If a girl couldn't dance, I was not fucking with her. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, no rhythm, you was done.
If no rhythm, she was done. That was like, I don't date female basketball players, okay? I don't date girls who can't dance. I'll never date a redhead again, okay? I got a few particulars, okay? But I'm going to tell you something else. Watching a girl dance in a club and that space in your brain, in your body, where you want to go talk to that girl. and you gotta, do you buy her a drink? Do you try to make her laugh? Do you try to get her to think, right? These young kids do not do that today, Milton. They're hiding behind a text. And then there's talking's different than seeing somebody's different than fucking dating. I mean, these fucking kids got like 6 or 7 levels.
It's different now. It's
I know.
different. It's definitely different. And hopefully we get to touch on dating after 30 and dating in 40 plus.
Unfortunately, we're gonna talk a lot about after 30.
Because it's so different now. You know, it's very different. I have friends that are dating, and obviously I'm married, so I haven't dated in about 10 years.
Yeah.
But
and you got dating plans for me, I was told, right?
I definitely do. We gonna get you a date.
You're gonna get me a date?
We gonna get you a date.
Oh my God. I hope they don't fucking Google me. I'm fucked. If that happens.
You know.
Hey, if I can get a date after they Google me, if Mary Jesus will come down from heaven
you know
to
what?
do that.
You know what? Nobody is perfect, so nobody.
I'm definitely not.
You know,
Don't worry about that.
believe me, I ain't either. Trust me.
Nah, but let me tell you something, right? We had to pick up the phone and call somebody, right?
Okay.
Now, did you grow up in the analog generation or the internet?
All right, so
You're probably on the border, right?
I was in both.
Okay.
So I did have a house phone.
Yeah.
Ask my son, who's
Sure.
22,
Yeah.
what a house phone is. He won't. He has no idea.
Sure.
But I had a house phone, and then came the sidekicks, the little flip.
Sure, okay, yeah.
Okay,
So that's
and
the beginning of it.
Yes, and I had Nextel.
Yeah.
So once that kicked into play and cell phones kicked into play, but you still had to have phone conversations.
Yeah, of course.
You still had to go out and
Yeah.
meet this person. You still had
Sure.
to. The age of the internet makes everything so boring, I say.
I think so too. And it's supposed to help you communicate.
And-
But nobody answers the fucking phone. Delete, decline,
All right, and so-
block. I don't want to talk to you. When that fucking house phone rang in my house,
You had to
it would
answer
be a fucking sprint. Me and my brother would be crashing into one another around the dining room table. Then when my father got elected, we had to get 2 lines. But it's crazy. But those days back, it was fun. I remember calling a girl that goes, "Young man, don't ever call my daughter after 8:30 at night again," and hung the phone.
I
up.
had my own. I was
you
very
kid-
spoiled. I had my own line in my bedroom.
Oh yeah, smart.
So
Smart.
because my mother was tired of the guys
no shit.
calling my phone at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and
Yeah.
she'd be like, "You know what? I'm tired of this shit." You know,
course.
and
Oh,
so
yeah.
she's like, "You want your own line? Get your own line." I was probably the only girl in my group who had their own phone line in high school because it was hard. But
Yeah.
the internet makes things so boring and so easy. What happened to the thrill of the chase?
Sure.
What
Sure.
happened to,
Isn't the thrill of the chase the best part?
like getting to know somebody?
Right? I'm James. I mean, am I you with me here? Like the chase, the hunt, right?
The getting to
That's
know
when you
somebody.
have all the fun. I'm gonna call this guy, or I'm gonna. How about this? In high school, back in the day, let's keep it real. No cell phones, no nothing. But everybody found one another on a Friday and Saturday night.
Yes,
Now
sir.
they got 50,000 ways. They got location GPS on your fucking phone, and people still don't see one another. I can't figure it out. Let me ask you a question: is growing up like we did dangerous? And would you want your kids to live the way they are today, or the way we did?
I want my kids to live the way that we did.
Yeah.
I want them to
So do I.
experience the outdoors. I want them to experience just everything that we did. The staying out late. My mother can't track me.
Yeah, the sleep out game. I'm sleeping here, you're sleeping here, everybody's sleeping.
And you're in the field drinking.
Yeah,
that was me and my friends. So, I mean,
Is it dangerous the way we lived?
no, it was. If you look at it now, it was dangerous, but to us, it
Booze
wasn't.
and alcohol in the car, driving to Providence, right? Did anybody
The
go to a
after
nightclub in
hours.
Providence
Oh
without
my
alcohol or stuff in the car?
Man, listen.
Absolutely not. I mean, and we weren't even. I mean, I was going to the Pelham when I was 16 years old. That was the hottest club in Newport, man. I was in there at 16. It's crazy, but somehow we survived it. You know, it's funny. My brother picked me up. I think it was Memorial Day weekend. And he pulled right up to the thing. I helped him get to his car. And all of a sudden, these 12 city kids, white, Puerto Rican, black, a pack of them like 12 or 13 on bikes. All the bikes were from chop shops. No other bike had all the same parts. And they came flying by me and my brother as we were getting to pull out in front of us, on the back of us, to the side of us. Me and my brother look, and we just like stop laughing a little bit. Now we pull into his private way in cul-de-sac in Portsmouth, right? And we see 12 kids from Portsmouth on bikes. All brand name bikes. These kids got helmets on, shoulder guards, gloves, knee pads, shoe pads. I mean, me and my brother literally stopped the car, and they were like purple and fluorescent orange and Under Armour, chest protectors. Me and my brother looked at each other like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Yeah, it's different.
It is. Everything, I think they protect everything.
Sure.
I feel too much. Too much. I was very open with my son. My son obviously is 22.
Yeah.
I am very open with him.
Sure.
I was open from jump because my mother was open with me.
Sure, yeah.
And the only reason why I was open and honest with him is because I wanted him to know.
Sure.
A lot of these kids only see what they see on the internet.
Sure.
A lot of their parents don't talk to them.
Sure.
So they don't have a clue of what's going on in the real world. Like if they were to live and grow as teenagers, they would be a lost cause.
But why is there a mentality from parents today who say, I know my kids are, they're in the basement, they must be okay? Basements are dark, dreary rooms.
First of all, I know if my son's in the basement, he's smoking some weed somewhere. So I mean, let's be honest. You have to be honest. These kids are gonna do whatever they want to do.
Sure.
All right, and these kids, the more you say no, or the more you shield them, is the more they're gonna go out.
How do you discipline them? You take the phone, right?
Well, he's 22, so I don't. We really don't discipline. But before, I used to take his phone. But
you take a kid's phone today, it's like they're taking.
Oh my
God!
God!
Right on, man.
If I was to shut his phone off right now, he'd think he's dying. Like they're dying.
That's
like,
funny. That's funny.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Let's talk about getting old. Do you like it?
I do. I like where I'm at in life right now.
Good. Yeah, you seem like you're in a good place.
I'm 39. And I tell everybody I lived enough in my 20s, in my 20s.
Don't cry for me.
I'm like, I lived for you, and you. So I'm good being boring and what I've been called a boring housewife. And I don't do this and I don't do. I'm good sitting my ass right in the house right now.
Really? When's the last time you went out?
When's the last time I went out?
Does your social life changes from like nightclubs and hanging out on the corner to like kids' birthday parties, right? Work events. Why are you rolling your eyes about the kid's birthday party? That's the new adult time to get wasted and cocked and act like you act like you're parenting. I go to some of these kids' birthday parties.
They got a whole bar.
Hey, there's 12 kids. There's fucking 70 adults. The booze table's bigger than the hot dogs.
Listen,
hamburgers.
Listen. You come to my house, we have a full-fledged bar.
Yeah.
Lamont can attest to that. We have a bar. You know what I mean?
I thought your husband was crashing the show today anyway.
No, he's actually working today.
Is he listening?
I have no idea.
He's got to be. I shared it with 5,000 fucking people.
I have no idea. My husband's a total opposite of me. I am the firework.
When's the last time you had a good time out with the girls?
Oh my goodness, the good time.
You told me the last time you were screaming out to let's go.
Oh, I'm always screaming at them, let's go. If you know my friends are all, no matter what we do, we always have a good time. I think.
But how come you're not having a good time leading the pack?
Because I'm the only married one, so they're like out doing single things. So it kind of gets boring after a while, and they leave me out a lot of times, which is okay. I understand. All right, being a married friend.
Let's talk about married, because I got something in my notes here. What do you consider cheating? I'm going to throw some scenarios at you. I think Milton just dropped his drink on a computer. He's probably got some fucking crazy site on there. Did I shake you up, Milton, for a minute there?
I think you just kind of scared a lot of people watching and listening.
All right, hold on right now.
There's a lot of things nowadays that could be considered cheating, so let's break it down. Let's go.
There's an emotional betrayal, right? These are my notes today.
Okay.
I spent my hour and a half for you in woman relationship hell. And this is the shit I brought out of. This is the shit that I extracted. So there's emotional cheating, correct? Am I right about that?
There is emotional cheating.
Okay, I want you to explain it to me in a second. Then there's physical cheating.
Well, we all know what physical cheating
Oh,
is.
we all do that.
Yeah.
And then there's like a mysterious cheating where I read that couples have like celebrity crushes that if they ever bumped into and saw, they could have sex with, and there'd be no penalty from the parent. Have you heard anything like
wish
that?
my husband would say that because he knows where I'm going with that one.
One cheat a year. I read about that. The NBA player brought that fashionable. The Russian, his wife went on camera and said, "Let's cut all the lies. Let's cut all the bullshit. If he cheats on me more than once a year, I'm gonna kill him."
I mean,
But those are some far-fetched stuff. What do you consider cheating online? If you caught your husband or someone that you were in a relationship with talking to a girl online and getting a little too friendly,
all right,
would
so
that be cheating?
that would be cheating.
Okay.
And I say that because first of all, keep it. How can I say? Keep it casual.
Yeah.
Keep it. Don't take it too far. If it's friendly, keep it friendly.
Yeah.
If it's a friendly bad, that's absolutely fine. But don't be telling her about the sexual things that we don't do, or the things that you want, or anything like that.
Sure.
It's that goes on the lines that you're looking for her to do those things, or I'm looking for him to do those.
So
things.
you know it when you see it where it gets foul.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, any woman. I think
Now, is that emotional cheating, or what type of cheating are we putting this in?
that is actually that's not emotional cheating. That's internet cheating. That's what the hell that is.
All right. So what's emotional cheating?
Emotional cheating is when they're getting emotional support from somebody else. You know, from another man or a woman.
Yeah.
And
Give me an
that's
example.
that.
Give me an example.
I'll give you an example. Say you're home and your spouse is emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
So now
I got a whole thing about that too.
you're just calling somebody else just for that emotion.
Sure.
Just for everything
So it's going to find its way.
Right, and
So who's
eventually
gonna
that
get it?
leads
Yeah.
that leads into the physical cheating aspect.
Sure.
If that person is
Emotionally dependent.
right, and if that person is weak or can't talk to their spouse about what's going on, then there's going to cheat. No marriage is perfect, no relationship is perfect. Let's get that.
How about having sexual fantasies or masturbating to
That ain't cheating.
Or to an ex-boyfriend?
That ain't cheating. That is not cheating.
I don't know. If I woke up to my wife screaming her ex-boyfriend's name on the side of me, I'd have a little problem with that, Milton.
No, I don't think. I mean, if no,
That's
not cheating.
I'd have a problem with that.
All right, to me, that's not cheating.
Yeah.
That's a thought process, though. That's in your head. You're not actually cheating unless you're actually physically seeing.
Have you ever listened to one of your husband's dreams and he's been talking about another girl?
No, he's never done that.
He's
But
never done that?
I no.
Have you ever done
You want to
it?
know why he's never done that?
Why? 'Cause he'll
I'll
kill him.
beat his mother's
So
ass.
that's I'm telling you, that is cheating. That's what I'm talking about. Now, have you ever done it?
No.
Huh?
Not that I know. He ain't never said anything.
All right. Is cheating lying about where you are?
Cheating is definitely. It depends on what you're doing, where you're at, and where you're lying about. You know, you get what I'm saying? You could be. I have been out buying him a present, but didn't want to tell him where I was.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm
So-
talking about he's supposed to be home at 11 o'clock after work, but he's at Knuckleheads with 7 firefighters, and they've had 2 beers too many already.
That's not cheating, but that's cause for an argument. You
Cause
get what
for
I'm
an
saying?
argument?
That's cause for an argument. That's cause for just be honest and say, yeah, I'm staying out late, because that's happened. I'm not gonna lie, that's happened. But it's just all about communication.
How about if he says, I'm not going to come home tonight because I'm going to get fucked up with the guys?
No.
No?
No.
So you want him DW drinking and driving? I mean, what are we doing
I'll
here?
go get him.
You'll go pick him up?
I'll go get him.
Penalty free.
I'll go get him. Penalty free.
Penalty free. You won't wake up with an attitude in the morning? You won't be pissed off that you have to get out of bed
Oh,
and go
I'll
get
be
him?
pissed off to go get him.
So, but that's why he don't want to call you. No shit.
Hold on. I will be pissed off, but you know what? I'd rather him call me than stay somewhere where I don't know where he's at.
When's the last time he spent the night out?
Oh,
Has he
God.
since he been married? Or since you been going together?
No. Probably, maybe at the beginning of our relationship, probably within the first 2 years.
Yeah.
Where it was just first 2 years. So, and he has been open about it. So.
Yeah. So, all right. Is flirting cheating?
I'm a Gemini, so I naturally flirt. So I can't say yes, it's cheating. If flirting leads to other things, yeah. But I'm a natural flirt, so I don't. In my eyes, maybe in his, it might be cheating, but in my eyes, I'm not cheating.
Now, what's this job husband I hear about now?
What do you mean, job husband?
Like I got a job wife, a job girlfriend, a job husband.
Well, I don't
read
have
about,
none of that, but
you don't have none of that.
No.
But you work in a busy place.
I do. I work
In the
work
middle
in
of
a
this
pharmacy.
Corona madness.
I do.
You're
I'm
in charge.
I'm a manager.
Okay.
And I don't have a work husband because there's no men's. I might have a work wife. Who knows? You know, it just happens that way.
Yeah.
But that's somebody who just you're cool with at work and takes care of you at work, brings you lunch, all kind of other stuff. I mean, so that's a work husband or a work wife. They're just cool. It ain't no emotional attachment or anything like that.
Can you come back from cheating?
Yeah.
You can't come back.
I'll be honest. It's happened.
Sure.
And we've come back. And, you know, this was probably at the beginning of our relationship. And you either got to, you and the person have to want, you and your significant other have to want to work it out. If you don't want to work it out, it's not going to work. Hence, I'm married now.
What about annoying habits
Lord.
of other couples? Do you guys have couples that you go out with and party with?
No, not really.
You must have a favorite wife of one of your husband's friends.
I do, and we just her and I get together and we just sit and talk.
Sure.
I have a few of them, but the annoying couples are the ones that are like always all over each other.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not to say that.
How about that dressing alike? That's some.
Oh my
that's
God!
some corny
Listen,
ass shit.
You want to laugh? So
Yeah, I do. I love laughing.
4th of freaking July, I set out my outfit.
Yeah.
And he goes in the shower. I'm doing my hair.
Yeah.
He comes out dressed. We're dressed the same. We didn't even plan this. So all day long, everybody's like, "You're dressed the same."
That's some corny shit.
I'm like, ugh. I was like, I wish you would take off your outfit. It is. I think that's cheesy.
Yeah, so do I.
Why do you have to show to the world? They know y'all together.
I hear you.
I mean, sometimes it's cute when it's not planned or whatever, and you just. But nah, it's cheesy.
It is definitely cheesy. But some people love that. Him in here, sure, or I'm with this. I mean.
Why? I'm going to have a shirt that says I'm with stupid. So what do you mean?
Yeah.
He's going to be like,
I already know he's fucking stupid.
His shirt's going to be like, I'm with this bitch.
All right. You're having a bad day, right?
Yes.
You want to be left alone or you want to get cheered up?
I want to get left alone. Yeah, I'm very complex. I'm a very complex person. There's days where I just want to.
You were talking to me about how you let things.
I just let simmer in me and sit in me. So I'm the type of person that there's days where I just want my husband, and there's days where I just want him to leave me the hell alone and go downstairs to his man cave. Because those are the days where I know that if he says something to me the wrong way, I'm going to be a loose cannon and it will just flip. So, like I said, I'm complex.
Talk to me about the man cave.
Oh.
Like, do guys get special privileges?
Yes.
Like, what can they do in a man cave?
He could do whatever. He could do whatever he wants in his man cave, and he decorates it the way he wants.
Yeah. Well, he's a Cowboy fan, right?
He's definitely a Cowboys
fan. Are you a Cowboy fan too? You have to.
I'm a Cowboys fan by marriage.
Sure.
So I'm just starting to learn.
If
I'm
the
not
Cowboys
a
are playing the Patriots, who are you rooting for?
A Cowboys because I'd get kicked out of my house. So I'm a
Cowboys fans in New Bedford. Huh, man?
My family.
Yeah,
they're deep
I know
in
they
my
are.
family. So, he fits right in with them. But I'm a basketball girl. So he's a football. Yeah. I grew up on basketball. That's what I like. That's what I love.
Sure.
So
your family's got a history of basketball.
I love my family. Yes, sure. I grew up watching them. But I'm just learning football.
Sure.
But I can't ask.
Football's a complicated game. You know they have classes for wives and females.
No,
but
Lord,
at the Patriots, they do. They got classes to understand football. Honestly, they do. All right, now so let's talk about the man cave now.
Let's go on.
Now, this liberation of men, I think, women and men probably came to this compromise and had enough of tripping over Dallas Cowboy helmets in the living room and all of that. So they gave the man the most undesirable space. Right?
He's got the best space in the house to be honest.
Isn't it amazing? You got guys that never held a hammer or tool in their life. They get a man cave from their wife. These motherfuckers start laying tile, laying carpet, Hey, putting up sheetrock.
He became very decorative.
Screwing TVs in the wall. Where's this bed?
Listen, he became very decorative. If you've seen downstairs, it's very decorative.
Oh, I know. My friends, I see. I'm like, I did this myself. I'm like, dude, last time you had a hammer, I saw you chop your finger off.
We actually went to Dallas a couple years ago. So we went to AT&T Stadium. So we took a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
And a lot of the pictures that we took, we blew up, and they're all over his man cave. I actually love that he has his own space.
Sure.
I love that he has a man
Is it healthy?
It is. Because when he's having a bad day and I'm getting on his nerves, he goes downstairs.
Sure.
And that helps us a whole lot.
Plus, the kids don't see you fighting.
No.
Right?
No.
Well, they do as much.
My son don't care. My 14-year-old, he'll just be like, oh, used to a sickening, and he'll just walk away.
So man cave's a healthy thing. How about the she shed?
All right, so I don't have a she shed, but I have a beauty.
You don't have one yet.
I have a beauty room.
Okay, I saw it.
Okay,
You
so
just remodeled
I
it,
just
right?
remodeled it. My little son, my oldest son moved out on his own, so my little son moved into his room. So I took over.
The natural progression, yeah.
I took over that room. I painted
Is
it.
anybody allowed in there?
No, but they're in there more than normal, more
And
than
they
they
don't
were
belong in
before.
there?
No, it's mostly all girly stuff. It's mostly my clothes.
I
and the
saw it. I saw it. And I thought that was pretty interesting. I've been stalking's not the right word. I've been studying.
Well, that's my
Your
place to
posts
write.
and your scrolls, yeah.
That's my place to write. That's my place of peace. I'm a reader. I read a lot of books. I read a lot of things. I analyze a lot of things. I'm a thinker. I'm a psych
You're
major.
right. I know you are because that's what attracted me to you to try to get you on the radio. First was your writing. Let's talk a little bit about that. Where'd that come from?
My writing, well, I always wrote when I was in school. But I took a liking to it. Once I started realizing that I lived an interesting little life, my 39 years was very interesting. I decided that once I learned about a blog, I wanted to write.
Yeah, of course.
I wanted to let other women know.
But where'd you learn how to write like that?
Where did I learn how to write like that?
Did you have a good English teacher along the way?
I did. And believe it or
Tell me
not,
who she is.
Miss Lantire. And
Miss Lantire?
yes.
We're going to make sure we share this with her. She on Facebook?
I have no idea.
What school? What
She's has
school?
a married name, Keith Junior High, and that was like a long time ago.
Uh-oh. Keith's in the house, huh?
Yes. I am a Whaler. I'm sorry.
I know. I love it.
I am a lady
Keith.
Whaler.
I love Keith. I love her all the way. I love it. I love it all, man.
I did. I had, and also in high school, I had another great English teacher. His name was Mr. Fraga. And he brought to me a lot of great literature.
Sure.
And I started reading.
Because teachers know kids that can write and kids that can't.
Listen.
They know the talent. They see it enough.
Yeah.
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 That was good. That's good because it's kids. I don't think they write enough.
Listen, and I have kids who hate writing. Like my kid, I used to correct his papers and all that. Like he does not. He's an engineering kiddo.
We used to have to write like 3 copies before the final one was ready and then get it all right. So,
Oh, it was awful.
these kids run around with spell check, all that bullshit.
They
Man.
haven't written like they
No,
haven't.
they haven't.
Yeah.
Why do we sound like 2 old farts talking shit about young people?
Listen, I'm 21
I was saying
forever.
the same shit. Like Elvis shook his fucking hips too much. The Beatles' hair was too fucking long. You know, get rid of them hippie commie bastards.
It's not even that. It's
Hey,
just-
rap sucks.
I just think they have it
Disco
too easy.
sucks.
These
We
kids.
sound like those old people, man.
I think
don't wanna do that.
I think these kids have it very easy. That's all. But as far as my writing goes, a lot of everything in my blog is everything that I ever experienced.
Yeah.
So the blog that caught your attention was called Whore.
Yeah, it was.
And
I said, this chick's got to be bad as hell writing, or she got to be off her rocker, or she's a marketing genius. It's going to be one of the 3. And that wasn't the first one I read.
No,
but that is the one that forever had me paying attention to what you were doing from afar. Do you understand?
I think that one touched a lot of people because for me, I had a crazy reputation. Yeah. So I wanted to set the story straight on who I am and who I was.
Sex shaming gets called today, right? Slut shaming.
It
called?
It is called slut shaming. It's called, it is what it is. I don't care anymore. You can say what you want.
Yeah.
It is. You know what I mean? Because eventually everybody goes through a whole phase, whether it be a man or a woman. They go through that phase. It's just a matter of when. Oh, You could go through it in your 40s. You can go through it in your 20s.
Midlife crisis, it's called,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That-
So
that's an interesting point for sure, right there. What's the best advice anybody's ever given to you about relationships? We don't want to get into with what your mom said to you, because I thought that was hilarious when you told me that. But the best advice, like to me, let's think about it for a little bit, because I'm seeing this on you. For me, it actually was a cop, and he said to me, Mike, trust me, I've been around the block. When it goes bad, it very rarely gets better. Do you agree with that?
I do.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people put a lot of energy. Milton, we've talked about this before too. A lot of people put a lot of energy in trying to save it because it's the familiar and the norm. And a lot of that energy goes unwanted, unrespected, you know, and it morphs into something that makes things worse. Do you get where I'm coming from?
To go along with that,
Yeah.
One of my good friends always, and we always had this conversation, and a lot of the advice, you asked for good advice, and it actually came from myself. And a lot of the problems with women is they're so stuck in their ways, as far as what type of person they're supposed to date or what they're around. And
tell me about one of your friends and what type of the people that she dates. You don't have to name her here.
All right, so
But let's because I think one thing that everybody listening to the show has in common. We all have friends that act differently. Some are wild, some are conservative, some are different.
Me and my friends are all different.
Sure,
but we all love the same.
So tell me about the one
my
that's
wildflower.
chasing the bad guys.
Oh man, my wildflower.
Yeah.
I love her to death, but she's a wildflower and she chases bad guys, and that's what she likes.
What's a bad guy? No job.
No job.
Running the streets.
Just 10 different baby mamas.
Is he beefing? Is he packing a gun? Is it really physically dangerous for her to be with him?
You need to ask, is she physically dangerous to be with him?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Is she? Yes, but
yeah, girls are. I mean, girls can be dangerous in a lot of ways. Some of the company keep, but let's talk about what's a bad.
I think for her,
because I tell my nephew this, and I tell young people this. Let's be very particular about one thing. Soon as you start cruising around in cars, and soon as you start doing that game, you remember you take on every person in that car's Milton, problems, situations, beefs, enemies, anything. If one of those people in that car is trying to mean mug some kid and shit pops off, you are no longer just responsible for your actions. Now you have that group herd mentality, and that's when shit can get dangerous, man.
And with her, it's whatever she loves, I love it.
Sure.
You know, I may not like it, but that's what she loves, so I love it and I support her. But in the way when I talk
is it
about
holding
change,
her back?
I think so.
And what does she say to you? Does she work?
Of course she does. She's a good worker.
Yeah.
She's beautiful girl, head on her shoulders, everything. And
smart?
very smart.
Yeah.
And I think that she is so much better than the men that she deals with.
Sure.
So.
And how many men is she managing at the same time?
Oh, I don't know. I ain't at liberty to say.
Well, we haven't told you. Two. I mean, what is the norm, you think, for single women?
All right. So when I was single,
no, we're not talking about you.
Listen, when I was single, I had three or four.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna sit there and lie and sugarcoat it. And I'm pretty sure maybe she.
So how about a woman around 35, 36 now, approaching 40? I mean,
right.
how many?
It
depends
depends on the woman. It depends on the woman, but.
Sure.
I say on average, probably 2 men, because she's trying to feel out which one is better for her.
Okay. Is that a good thing to do? I think so, right?
I think it is.
Sure.
I honestly
how can you pick the toy if you never play with it?
That's like it
Right? Exactly. I mean,
I can't understand, and this goes for me. I can't understand anybody who gets married without being in a relationship. I was with my husband 8 years before we decided to get married, but.
Back in the day, you couldn't even hold hands.
Right.
Never mind have sex. I mean, come on, are you nuts? Are you nuts? I mean, we're talking about the real world here. That's right.
So can you imagine getting married to somebody First of all, you don't even freaking know them.
Now, let me ask you a question. When you're with your girl, who you're Wildflower,
Yep.
all right? That's what we're going to call it, WF.
My wildflower.
All right? She's forever known that. Does she dumb herself down?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Okay.
You.
Does
listen,
she dress a certain way when she's with a certain guy?
Nope.
No.
Nope. She is 100% her with
Okay,
everybody that
okay.
she's with.
That's
She
good.
don't ever change up for nobody. And if you can't handle her, then you need to go. And that's how she plays it.
Okay.
She's a tough cookie, and that's why I think she can handle the men that she deals with. But in my opinion, she deserves so much.
Does she want to fall in love?
I think she does. I
Come-
think she wants that. I think she wants that forever love.
So talk about love, because you wrote an interesting blog about it, right?
Yeah.
You said it's dangerous.
It is very
You said
dangerous.
it's powerful.
It is.
You said it can make you do things that you never thought in 100 million years you would do.
You will put up with
What
things.
made you write that?
What made me write that?
That was your last blog,
That
right?
was my last blog.
Tell people where to check it out at right now.
You can check it out. www.princesstam.wordpress.com.
Yep.
That is, my blog is called Love and Shit because,
Yeah.
like I said, and it's a lot of love and shit.
Sure. No, I hear you.
So-
And we'll put a link on our websites for that as well, too. We're going to start promoting that.
So
So talk to me about that.
I was sitting and thinking about love and everything that I've ever been through, and
Sure.
I've ever only loved 3 people in my whole entire life.
Really?
All right, one, it just didn't work out.
Sure.
It just, grew apart. The second one was just the devil relationship at all.
Uh-huh.
And one is the husband. So,
That's relatively normal, though.
Yes.
I would think.
So when I talked about love in the aspect of it being hard and having it hurt and being tough, I was talking about that middle relationship, that devil relationship, because I put up with things that I would normally never put up with.
I feel you.
So I dealt with the belittling. I lost a lot of my friends. I was mentally abused. So when you say love makes you do some crazy, strange things, it definitely does.
Sure.
But when it gets to that real love hurts. But at the same time, it's a pure feeling. I can't explain it.
How come you can't shake it? You can shake
You
it.
can't
You
shake-
can
you-
shake
you
a
can't shake it
hangover.
because it's-
You can shake a migraine, right? You can shake an injury. How come? I tell young people, I said, let me tell you something, young man. I'm gonna tell you something right now, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it with you. You're fucked, but it will get better. But it's the day you decide to delete her from the phone.
Exactly.
It's the day you decide that you are not going to talk about her, blah, 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 wonder what she's doing. From the first day you put it away, in time, it will get better and easier every day. But it takes a strong person to do that for the first time.
It's the hardest. That is the hardest thing you could do.
It's a hard
Once you-
kick,
It,
yeah.
once, it really is. Love is a really crazy drug. I say that, and
Yeah.
I mean it, because you could be single and still love somebody, and because you still love somebody, that is holding you back from the true love of your life.
Really?
Yes.
But how? But if you love them, how do you know the next one is the truest?
How do you know the next? You'll feel it.
Really?
I loved my ex.
Let's
Get it.
I hear you. But let's talk about different kind of loves then.
Okay.
Because that's what you're talking to me about, right?
Right.
All right, so explain that to me, because I know what you're talking about. I think I do.
So there is a different kind of love. There's a love between two people, where you feel comfortable in your heart, that you can trust that person with your heart, with everything, and you know that nothing. When you get to that point, that's how you know that love is real love. Don't get me wrong, you're going to have trials and tribulations, and it's not going to be smooth sailing. But then there's that love that's toxic.
Yeah.
There's that toxic love, that person that just...
But why is it the strongest? Why is the sex the best then?
Exactly.
What's the hook? Why do we go?
We don't know. Why do we keep going back?
Why do good girls
Go for the bad.
like bad boys? Why do good girls? I'm gonna
Because
say,
we
I'm
know
gonna
it's
say
not
it right
good for
now,
you.
because bad boys ain't no good and good boys ain't no fun. That's the deal.
Bad boys were fun. Listen, they were fun. They were hella fun. The risk of it all, the things that they used to do, But There's not like
Now,
a good boy that treats you with nothing but love and
let's
respect.
say you got a niece.
I do.
And she's your age, and she's looking good, and she's getting out there. And there's this little cookout in the backyard, and all of a sudden you see 3 bad boys from your old neighborhood come walking through the back door, who you may know their families, you may know their moms, you know that there's good in everybody, but you say, oh, hell no.
I've had that conversation before.
Hell no. Because you see them coming, don't you?
And I know who
you see how they walk. You see their confidence. You just, it's a great feeling being that young and powerful.
And it also, it stems from you have to let people live and learn in themselves too. As far as
so why'd you have that talk with her then?
I had that talk to let her know, but
let her know what? That you're over your head?
Yeah, to let her know that this might be way too much for you.
Yeah.
Don't say I didn't tell you so.
And I'm available to talk if you need
all
to.
The time. I'm a judgment-free person.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to my friends and my family.
So how did you approach her around that?
I just said, is this what you want? Straight up, is this what you want?
Yeah.
Not everybody can deal with somebody like that.
Sure.
I dealt with somebody
and
like
what
that
she
for
say?
years.
And what she say?
We're just friends.
No.
And then just friends turns out to, let me get in my car at 2 a.m. and see where the hell he's at.
Of course.
Or he's with some girl. Come with me and go. No, I don't got time for that. No, I told you what it was when.
So she's looking for him late at night?
Possibly.
Well,
watching the internet, seeing where he's at.
Sure, yeah.
Snapchat,
Crazy.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
I don't think I'd be that fucking stupid.
But a lot of these...
We didn't have that shit, but I don't think I'd be... if I'm out with the fellas, the last motherfucking thing I want people to know where I am.
Listen, a lot of these guys ain't smart.
They're not.
They're not. Right. So this is how they get caught up. And then the baby pleases, and I'm sorry. Crap, that you get caught up.
So do you get in the car at 2 o'clock and go look for him?
Hell no.
I've
done it once or twice. With my girls, yes.
Yeah.
Because they would do it for me if I had to.
Sure.
So, but
so what's happening when they find him at 2?
Oh, all hell breaks loose. All hell breaks loose. And then when I say all hell breaks loose, you better.
The cops showing up?
Sometimes.
Oh, boy. You gotta love Foreign New Bedford, baby. You gotta love it.
Sometimes it happens that way.
Let's talk about the phone.
Let's talk about the phone.
You go on your husband's phone?
No.
You're lying.
I definitely don't. No. You want to know? You want to know why? Yeah. Because you have to have some kind.
That
of
would be trust. A fucking deal. One of my questions is deal breaking.
It's a
that
trust
could
thing.
Be yeah.
I trust my husband. He trusts me.
My brother said that they had his kids' passwords for a while, and they went down that rabbit hole, and they swore they'd never go back down. Because you don't really like. What do they say? A lot of stuff gets lost in the delivery, right? In a text message.
Listen, right? Yeah. You can't read into
the context.
Yeah. So. He could be sending a hello text to somebody at work, and I don't know the number. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it just doesn't bother me anymore. He's going to do whatever he's going to do. If he wants to cheat, go ahead.
All right, so he's taking a shower, long day. They fought a fire. Mm-hmm. You got that phone, and it's going off, and you're on the couch. You just got back.
I look over. I look over.
Do you say, let me just look through that thing?
Yeah, and no, I will not, because like you said, I don't want to see.
It's the rabbit hole you don't want to go down, right?
I don't want to see anything that I don't want to, you know what I mean?
But let me ask you a question, man, because that happens all the time. But isn't that a step of being grown and experience?
It is being grown.
And assault the light behind. I say, listen, man, like you said, I ain't taking that 2 o'clock in the morning that ride anymore. Or are you sure you're ready to deal with this? Or listen, I ain't going down that road with that phone. Things are good enough the way they are right now.
Listen,
if it's coming, I'll see it.
The phone, Facebook, it's all. If you are insecure, it is not for you to be in a relationship with somebody who is attached to their phone or attached to social media. Yeah. And I say this because don't get it twisted, because we've had arguments of Facebook and the phones, and this is early on in the relationship. Yeah. But, there's times where I take time off of Facebook to focus on different things. There's times where I'll shut my phone off, or I'll say I'm going ghost mode, and I definitely do. Yep. That's to focus on me, my relationship, my family. It just everything. And a lot of people don't realize that the phone is the devil too. Sometimes it's the devil and an angel. It call you.
If social media wasn't part of my living, I would not be on it. It's real bad lately.
Lately,
all the
it's been
racial shit, all the politics, all the sickness, all the arguing. Everybody's a fucking doctor. Everybody's a political scientist.
Right.
Everybody's a fucking engineer. And yet they could have passed 8th grade fucking U.S. history. It's fucking crazy to me. Let's talk to that niece again.
All right.
What's the best character trait a potential partner can have?
The best character trait.
Yeah. So you're talking to your niece.
Yeah.
Man, listen, you need to forget this street shit, or you need to get. He's got a chain, or you're telling your 22-year-old who's looking at a girl and, whatever. Like, what's the character trait that starts with the best to build off? Is it their genes? Is it honesty? Is it,
believe it or not,
loyalty? What is it?
For me, it was patience.
Okay.
And I say patience because not every man
Patience
is
with you. Yeah, you're right.
not every man is patient.
That's an interesting take.
And patience in, how can I say, how far you want the relationship to go.
Yeah.
Patience as far as, waiting to have sex. Patience with a person, period.
Patience as you develop and grow.
Right.
What's the worst trait? What's the trait you're like, oh no, fuck this, I'm out?
A person who
Very easy for me. Very easy. 1 word, 4-letter word. Very, very easy for me. Liar.
Oh,
Go on.
that too.
Go on. Listen, you can deal with the drug addict. Many of them are liars, and they're the best liars in the world. I can deal with anybody melted in front of me, but you cannot deal with the liar. Because you'll never get the truth. You'll never get that legit starting point. Do you understand where I'm coming from? You're never going to get that. And if there's a foundation of trust, I think anything is possible. But I just don't think you can ever get that foundation with a liar.
Listen, the worst trait for me is a person who cannot admit that they're freaking wrong.
Sure. Stubbornness,
that,
pride,
man.
That's a 7 deadly sin.
Woo. That crawls right up.
That's me right there, fellas. Right there.
Listen, we gonna get you where you need to be. We gonna get you
I don't even know
dating pool.
how long we been on for?
51 minutes.
I don't know if we got time for the dating sites. We have to save that for a show too.
Yes.
And develop it.
Yes.
You got to fill it out for me.
Man.
How much does it cost?
I didn't check how much it costs. We're gonna stop.
We're gonna write you a check to pay for the cost of that, okay? And we want you to fill it out, right? What do you know?
Listen. I'll find out. Let me find out all the logistics.
All right.
Of
Good.
the site, because sometimes they let you go for like 30 days free,
Okay, all
and
right,
then
we hit it,
then we get into the nitty gritty.
All right, what are the age groups going to be?
All right, so
what do you think it should be? I'm 49, but I tell people I'm 48.
Listen, I'm 21. I've been 21 forever, so.
I'm 49, but I tell people I'm 48. Shoot me. And I'm going to stay 48 for a fucking long time.
Listen,
so,
I'm 39. So,
all right.
So the age group should probably be 35.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
35 to maybe
55?
50. You want 55?
No, I don't.
Nah, 50.
50.
50 is good. 55, I don't know. You might get some winners at 55.
Yeah. All right. So how are we going to sell me? Like, what do we say? My personality, my looks, my sense of humor. I mean, what's
we can
my
say it
selling
all.
point?
You can say you have a fabulous sense of humor.
Yeah.
You are a fabulously handsome, tall man.
Tall man. I'm a man's man.
Right. That's what
you hear that, Milton? I'm a fucking man's man. What's wrong with him? Hey, I heard there was a dating site, right? They said it to me. Divorced females worth $10 million or more living in the New York City area. That's the fucking dating site I want to be on there.
There is a dating site for everything.
I know. Divorced females with $20 million in the bank. I'll take my chances.
Listen, you don't want to go on Farmers Only?
Well, no, Farmers Only, no. Hey, I'm going to tell you what. We had a lot of fun today. I hope you like it. It's Life with Mika, with Mike and Mika. Check us out. We're going to be here every Wednesday. Mika, you had fun, right?
I sure did.
I'm going to say something right now. I think that's the best first performance we've seen at Podcast City. What do you think about that?
Awesome show.
What? But I thought she was great.
She was awesome.
She
Did
was
you think
good.
I was going to be a...
No, but the first time, man, the first time, I'll tell you what, she walked in, she had no notes. She goes, my notes are in my head, in my phone. Mike, don't worry about it. We got it. And you know something? We did it. It's Life with Mike and Marika. Peace. We're out.
Podcast City.
Get on it.
Podcast City.
Get on it.